Coming up, it's a great day to be a Rough Rider. Grand Forks Red River and Sioux Falls Roosevelt kept their perfect records intact with last-second wins on Tuesday. We've got the highlights and post-game reactions. And the Pier Boys continue to work their way back toward the top of Class AA. Midco SN analyst Al Bahi joins us with more on the Governor's resurgence. All that plus our picks for some of the week's top matchups on this edition of Varsity Sports Now. How's everybody doing? I'm Jay Elson alongside Jason and Dara, and what a week it was, specifically on Tuesday night. Since we saw you last couple of great games in North and South Dakota, we start in North Dakota with what was the game of the year and highly anticipated to be such. But it certainly lived up to the hype. Grand Forks Red River hosting Fargo Shanley on Tuesday.
Well, it was a rematch of last year's championship game. Grand Forks Red River has come into this year, not gotten as much respect as some people think they should get. They're on their home court against a great Shanley team, and they took it down to the wire. They got down in the game, and they found a way to win. Just makes you ready for March basketball, doesn't it? It's only January.
Let's take a look at some of this video here, Jason. And as you said, Fargo Shanley came out, and a lot of people, us included, picked them in this game. And they came out looking like the better team early on, established a big first half lead, a 15-0 run at one point in that first half, led at the break 42-28, led by as many as 20 early in the second half.
You know, at that point, when you're down by 20 in the third quarter, it's not looking good. Matt Kroeplin told us that they just had to get a hand in Patrick Strom's face because he was going off on this night. He ended up with 26 on the night. And, of course, A.J. Jacobson always getting his points that whenever he needs them. 23 for him on the night. It looked like a Shanley blowout at that point.
Yeah, but things got really, really interesting as Red River beat them up down the stretch. It came down to that final minute, and Blake Chemnitz, a couple of huge plays down the stretch to propel the Rough Riders.
Yeah, he brought the energy in that fourth quarter, and you need a little extra energy to get a defensive spark, and he did it with a steal. And even with a minute left there, they were still down by 5 points. It didn't look good even at that point, but the defensive Chemnitz and Matt Kreplin's heart took the Rough Riders to a win.
Yeah, the Rough Riders scored 5 points over the final 26 seconds of this one, including that final two by Matt Kroeplin just before that final buzzer sounded, and the final score against 77-75. Here is Matt Kroeplin taking us through his final bucket.
Blake Chemnitz got the steal, and I didn't know where he was going, but I saw him go baseline, and I sealed my guy off, and he missed the layup, and I came up for the offensive rebound and missed the first one. I was like, oh crap, and I had to put the second one up, and it went down, and time runs down, and it just felt good.